você viu, só que amor, nunca vi coisa assim.
Welcome back. We're now going to dig into the melody to this great Marcos Valle bossa nova classic, known in English as Summer Samba. And so let us review our melody. Actually, oh, come on, what am I doing? First off, we need to get our tonality, our homeness into our ears. So go ahead and just sing a nice resonant do. Remember, that's our concert F, do. Okay, so I guess that it would be useful at a certain point to maybe go back and review the way that in this version we have Marcus himself singing the melody. I'm going to go ahead, just go under the assumption that you are familiar with that, but go ahead if you'd like to go back to the baseline video or on whatever you're using to watch and listen, the YouTubes, maybe Marcus is there with you and you can have him sing it in your ear. But review that, just make sure that you have a sense of the way that it sounds. And I'm going to break it down into chunks, and then we're going to put it back together. Okay, so ready for the breakdown. So, as we remember from our bass line, our first chord is that F major with a major 7 there. And the melody does not start on our home note. It starts on that note. So I'm going to play and sing this first little bit, and then we're going to figure it out together. So this is going to be the first 4 bars, because it's the same rhythmic phrase. Ba da 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 for the first, I guess, 8 bars, really. And so once you have that in your ears, it's just a matter of kind of plucking out how the melodic contour, actually the melodic contour stays the same, but some of the pitches change a little bit. We get some chromatic motion that adds some nice little flavor to this song. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play and sing the first 4 bars, and then we're going to figure it out together. All right, so home note, first note of the melody. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, me. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, boo-da-da-da-da, boo-da-da, ba-da-da, boo-da-da-da-da. All right, do that one more time. 1, 2, me. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, doo-ba-doo-da-da-da, boo-da-da-da-da-da, boo-da-da-da-da-da. All right, there's a lot of repetition right there. It's great. It's this kind of theme and variation sort of shape. And so, if that's our root, ba, sing that starting note, da. In our F major scale, that should stand out as being, that's the 3rd, so that's a concert A. And again, we can kind of think in our heads, if we're just hearing this for the first time without putting on our instrument, what is the general shape of this melody? So, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. It goes mostly up, and then it fills back in that little mountain that we built there. So, ba-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. That's the first 2 bars. So just sing that after me. So I'll sing it, and you sing it after. 1, 2, me. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. You 2, go. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So to break this down, maybe even just a pitch at a time. Ba-da. So that's a skip. So we go A to a C. This stays at first just in our F major tonality. F, C, ba-da-da. Then up a step, so to D. F, or sorry, it's A, C, D. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Then we get a little of a chromatic downward motion. Ba-da-da. Then we go up to the major 7th that we have in our home chord. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. It goes downward chromatically. So it's E, E flat, D. So this first little phrase is A, C, D, E, E flat, D. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Then the rhythm's just slightly different. But those are pitches. So go ahead and maybe just try and find that on your instrument. So the rhythm, as you hear, is a little bit different in that second bar. Ba-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. All right? But let's see if you can play this right after me. So 1, 2, here's me. 2, you. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Your turn. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Great. The second 2 bars, it starts off exactly the same. It's the same phrase. But that first note is just slightly different. The rhythm's exactly the same. So we get that same A, C, D, E, E flat, D. Then we go ba, ba. So it just starts on a half step lower. So it's an A flat or a G sharp. So I'll sing and play. This is bar 3 and bar 4, and you try it after me. So 1, 2, me. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Your turn, go. Great. So we put the first 4 bars together. It's, very repetitive. I was going to say repetitious, but yeah, we won't say that. We're going to edit that out. So let's try the first 4 bars. Plan, 2, ready. Great. And we end right on that. It's a concert D, and the melody continues and starts right there. Because at that point in the root harmony, we're playing a B flat chord. So now that's the third of that chord. So bars 5 and 6, it's the same sort of shape in all the way through these first 8 bars. Ba da da ba da 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 ba da 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 da. The second 2 bars of this phrase, it goes to that half step lower on a little bit earlier, and so instead of being exactly like the first 4 phrases, it's slightly different. So here, let me we'll just hear what it sounds like. So here are the second 4 bars. 1, 2, listen. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. All right. So it's the same sort of phrase, but now we're just in this different key center. All right, try to figure that out. That's the first 2 bars of that phrase, and then we just... Same thing has happened in bar 4, but now we get it for bars 7 and 8. It just starts a half step lower and then continues the rest of the phrase the same. All right. Okay, let's just go ahead and try this. I'm going to go ahead and play and sing the first, I'm going to go ahead and play and sing bars 5 through 8, and you try it right after me. 1, 2, here's me, and go. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. 1, 2, go. Right. So if we're to give ourselves the pitch names here, it's D, F, G, A. Then we get this chromatic line. A flat, G. So that's the first shape. And then it's the same thing, except our first note is now a D flat or a C sharp. It just stays there for both iterations of that chunk. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can actually put the first 8 bars together. It's the same rhythmic phrase, and it's the same sort of melodic contour. Just a couple things to remember. In bar 4, we get that it lowers by the half step, and in bars 7 and 8, it lowers by the half step from where it starts off in the second 4-bar phrase, if you visualize it that way. Okay, let's go ahead, bars 1 through 8. 1, 2 starts on concert A. 2, 3. Cool. I hope that went well for you. If not, rewind it and slow it down a little bit and get a handle of that. As we remember from the bass line, the form of this song, the first 8, 9, 10 bars are the same both times through this 32 bar form. And so think of it as a 16 bar chunk and then another 16 bar chunk. And so there's a good amount of repetition. So we're going to go into, this is the next 4 bars of melody and then into the first ending. Okay, so it sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da. And we went all the way to the downbeat of, I guess, bar number 13. So you get this great descending octave that starts on, I guess, beat 2 of that measure. 1, ba-da. If you think of the title or the American title of the song, So Nice, it happens right there. So it's ba-da. It descends, so it's a ba. And so this is where on the A minor chord, and so that's the third of that. So that's a big old concert C. 2, 3, 4. C, C. Then we go 1, 2, 3. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. So it's this big old jump of an octave and a minor third. So that's an A flat, da, 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 da. And we're going down, ending on a concert A. Ba, da, 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 ba, da, 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 da. So let's see if you can sing this 4 bar chunk. So 1, 2, 3, and 1. Ba, da, ba, da, 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 da. Off. So I know it's sort of a rangy thing to sing there, but it goes C, C, then up to 1, 2, E flat, D, C, B flat, A, 1, ba, da, 4, ba, da, 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 2, 3, 4. Okay, so see if you can play that after me. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 2, 4. All right, here we go. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Off. Great. And so remember, we're into the first ending here. Ba da 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 da. And we keep on descending, and then we get this little, I don't know, sort of flippy melody that happens here. So we go ba da 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 da. All right. So it's the same sort of shape. Starts in 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. 1, 2, sing, and ba da 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 da. And then we're gonna stop it right there. All right, try to play that. 1, 2, 3, and ba da da da, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so remember that last little phrase is C, B flat, A flat, G. So we end up on a G there. And here we're gonna think of, I guess this is the last 4 bars of the first 16. So this is 13. This is bar number 13. So we land on G. G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It's the same sort of where we go up by a whole step and then down chromatically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It's cool. So here again, I'm following the Portuguese lyrics as the version that we're going on here. They're slightly maybe different than the American lyrics, so the rhythmic phrasing might be a little bit different. But learn this one because it's the version we're going off of. So we land in bar, what did I say, 13, 13, 14, 15, yeah, bar 13. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Ba da 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 da. And we get that final chromatic gesture. So that's a G, and then we need to go back up to A and start our chromatic motion. Ba da 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 da. So it's A flat, G, G flat, F is where we end that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Ba da 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 do ba ba do da. All right, so we do that chromatic motion, and we're on an F. So it's ba ba do da do ba ba do da. Sing that after me. 2, here's me. Ba ba do da do ba da do da, and you. Ba ba do da do. Me. Ba da do da do da da do da. Ba ba do da do ba ba do da. All right, try to figure that out on your instrument. So it's F, 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 D, da. So we end up on 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so this is the last 4 bars of the first half of the form. All right, we're going to land it on a concert G for 6 beats, and then we're going to do this. All right, 1, playing. 1, 2, hold, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Great. And then from that point, we're back into, I guess it's really the first 8, 9, 10. It's the first 11 bars are exactly the same. And so maybe just to review that, double check. Let's just try this. So try this from memory. And we're going to end on 2, 3, 4. We're going to stop on that part. Let's just try the first 10 bars again together. This is the second time through the form. 1, 2, 1, 2, play. And so we just get to actually re-articulate that A. 2, 3, 4, ba. And then it goes like this. Cool. It's just one more little gesture to learn. So we add another ba da 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 2, 3, and another A. Ba da da ba da 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 da. Try singing that last little along with me. Sure. All right. Ba. So what note is that? Ba. In relation to our. Remember, this is the section that really just kind of retonicizes our home zone. So we're kind of grounding ourselves back to that F. That's right. That's our second scale degree. All right. See if you can sing that after me. 1, 2, me. Ba da da ba da da ba da da ba da da ba. 2. Your turn. Sing. Go. Top of the form. All right, so let's try that. Playing, we're going to start on the rearticulation of the A. So this is our last 5 bars. And then we get a little chromatic. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Let's try this. Playing. 2, 3. Ba, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Great. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's see if we can put the entire thing together. All right, here we go. Let's do all the way from the beginning. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Top. All right. So because there's so much great motivic development, but use of repetition of rhythms in the melody, hopefully that's something that'll stick in your ears pretty well. All right. So review that as much as you need to and start to put together maybe the bass line along with the melody with some, play-alongs if you'd like to do that. But stick around. We're going to get into some more improvisation over this great song coming up next. All right. Happy practicing.
Você viu só que amor, nunca vi coisa assim.